helped a lot of people in taking this fight. A, myself and my legacy. B, a lot of lawsuits got dropped. Now, how did I, out of all the smart people that with these big degrees, will be able to figure out 3 scenarios making one fight? Well, I must take credit and blow my own horn for this, and I will. Because if I don't say it, no one else that was involved with that or take credit for it, you think they're going to mention it? So I believe Al Heyman is thanking me from afar. I believe Richard Schaefer is thanking me from afar. Because not only the Golden Boy right now is lawsuit free from the allegations from Kathy Duva. Now we're here, ready to see the biggest fight. The biggest fight is November 8th in Atlantic City. I'm biased a little bit, but this is the most talked about and will be the most talked about fight because of this stage right now and because of this attempt. Is the biggest fight and the biggest talked about fight that fans going to come in viewership, watch, and they also going to come and see it in Atlantic City, which really needs right now a big party. A big party, no matter what happens. I'm not here to save anything other than my hide in that damn ring when it's time to fight. But other than that, Tim, that's been a great accomplishment for me on the business side and also on the boxing side.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody that had a lot to do with putting this fight together in such a short time. Didn't take long at all. When the fighters want to fight, that's what happens. When the promoters want to do the fight, that's what happens. The managers, advisors, whatever title they want to wear to say that they are who they are. You want to fight, you want to really do it, this what happens, you get done. And Kathy Duva is a veteran in the game, just like myself, who managed myself since 1995. So I figure that my credentials is well respected, maybe not openly, but they are. I'd like to thank the commissioner from Atlantic City, Mark from HBO, and also all the people that had a lot to do with it, even some of the writers who heard about this through a whisper or whatever, and then, piggyback and start writing it, and people start talking about it. So all these things really help. But at the end of the day, it was the two sides. The main event, and of course, the company that I'm part of, and proud to be a part of, and that's going. Kovalev said something that is really true. It's really an innocent thing to say. But also to do all the talking, to promote the fight, and ain't too much you need to say, but we'll say. Well, that's the difference between being multitasking, that means you do one thing, and to be in position to, whether I come forward, whether I come sideways, whether I go back, or whether I do all the multiple styles that most of y'all witnessed in my 25 or 26-year career. I never got bored with this. I never got bored mentally. I'm not a person to go through the motions. Of anything I do, that can be kind of scary if you got to live with it. Because I am just as animated in what I do as an athlete and as a sports figure in the world, amongst other sports, that I take everything I do extremely serious. And so, to me, I know I got to do what people is questioning, because how often can you continue to do? And, there's no time set, stage, or plan that I think about when I take on a task in life. You get knowledge right now in this press conference. It ain't about hollering, screaming, and jumping up, and all that other stuff. I've done that when I was younger and I was 8. But that was the time for that. There's a season. We have those seasons. if you're the East Coast guy, you know about seasons, or person. And there's a season in sports or athlete. The athlete's career, there's a season. I bloomed late. I didn't bloom by the timing of the experts that might even question their own expertise. See, when you write a book about Bernard Hopkins in your mind or in your literature that you write with your pen or your pad or your Instagram, whatever you do, social media, you're going to have, and I want to give as all I can, you the most difficult time to come up with a title to call me, other than amazing. Because after I whoop Kovalev, systematically, I don't want to be on nobody's, it's not a disrespect to it, because I represent it and I still think it's useful. But I'm nobody's, I don't want to be on nobody's pound for pound list. You know why? Because that makes me human. I don't want to be on nobody's pound for pound list like I'm going to have a party. Like I'm going to remake the list. Don't y'all know I'm beyond the list, but not beyond mine. You want to have to use your brain, because some haven't used it for a long time. Wait on my demise. You come to a gunfight with one battle, you lose every time. You come to fight me. I'm not talking about anybody else you fought. Because you can put all those guys you fought. Great, fine. He's still a puncher. But you come to a gunfight with one bullet, and I got Uzi. So you take that one shot. Cool. I'll be aware. But to me, when you talk about the things that become new and old, the only thing I can do is just say, listen, I told you who I am. Some still don't believe it. I have to prove it. But I got to move the fight because I'm trying to give y'all a chance to reconsider y'all stubbornness. To understand that the only thing I can do is show you. So for the questions that comes in the next weeks that we got to do our business come November 8th in Atlantic City, it should get old after a while when you see a guy that represents himself respectfully and there's no freak show going on, because y'all definitely been writing down. Right? Y'all had my head. Come on, let's keep it real. That's your job. I don't hate you for it. But enjoy a moment. Like some might like the Beatles, and some might wish they were still here if you listen to some of the music today, or other groups. Just use me as that example. If you could turn back the clock and hear the things that you don't hear like you used to hear before, as they say, man, I remember you going to say, man, that was good music back then. See, some of the old heads in this room remember those language in the car, and you say, man, I remember that was good music, man, back in the day. So enjoy while you can enjoy it now and see it. And so instead of worrying about when I'm going to leave, how am I going to do it, am I breaking it down, am I eat some kind of cereal or something? No. See, y'all humans. I understand y'all. Y'all don't understand me, and y'all shouldn't. I mean, I've been talking this language, Tom Hauser, and all the other faces I've seen for over 20 years. They can go back to their archives and they can tell you, well, you know, I'm going to hate them when I was talking this, 93, 2001, 98. I mean, this language hasn't stopped. This is nothing new. It's not a Monday morning quarterback thing where I'm successful 5 years ago and I'm still talking about this old stuff that I talked about 15 years ago. When main events was, at that time, going back-to-back fights, I mean, come on. They was like rolling. So I'm glad to not only help a lot of people, but also help myself. I got lawsuits dropped from people. I got main events back in the big spotlight. They haven't been there in a long time. They've been on the drop. Remember I told you about the word season? Remember I told you about the word season? Season. I brought a lot of people that was considered buried, even companies, still alive, but really buried by the media perception. But I even accomplished a whole lot of things by satisfying myself. And that's a non-selfish person. That really is a non-selfish person. But if he comes to the game with a bullet in the chamber and think that a punch gonna be all he needs, he might be right. That's why I gotta watch it on HBO. See, November 8th. You gotta watch it because, listen, y'all, walking the tightrope. Hundreds of feet in the air. No safety net. One mistake, crush it. You don't play with the crusher. He crushes people. Only 3 to 4 people survive this man hammer. This man got a really crushing type of hammer. But I'm Ukrainian now. So let's put this together. Come November 8th, and whatever he got against Oscar for not signing him, make sure you translate this to him. Take it out on me, buddy. He got a chance now. Whatever he felt that he didn't get his due by knocking on the door, can you please something? Now you got a chance to take it out on me. What better way to settle arguments? If the world felt like that, there would be less crime, jails would be empty, then nobody would really need no money. But anyway, this is an opportunity for me to say to y'all, whether you're a fan or not, it matters, but it really don't. Come November 8th on HBO, you get to watch artwork. You get to watch a good, God rest his soul, jazz player, Miles Davis, do his thing. Miles Davis. You better watch Louis Armstrong with gloves on. So sit back and enjoy. Don't complain. Tuck your stomach in. Try to work out every now and then. And watch the ageless one take care of his business.
Whether it's entertainment, whether it's sports, whether it's legacy, those type of legendary individuals, let me tell you, they say people can be replaced. Certain achievements and certain people and certain events can't be replaced. Rumble in the Jungle never could be duplicated. That's not saying this great things is not here to come, but when you have and experience things that is locked into your kids' mind by the generations that's been passed down, on a remembering history, no matter what it is, especially sports. That's something that I can say that a lot of athletes in any sport don't get the luxury of being in a career that long enough to be able to reap the rewards that those in time rewards would give you. And that's a really big thing for me. And listen, you stay around the game long as I have, you find things that's realistic, if you're a realistic person, to be able to have those thoughts and those things that motivate you to continue to get up and do things that you do, whether it's boxing or not boxing. These are the important things for me to look at as saying, you know, when life goes on, you go on and you do what you have to do.
Okay, congratulations. A lot happened in the last 2 years. You won a title. Now we're sitting at the dinner table with the elite level of fighters. You have a chance to unify the light heavyweight championship of the world. Tell us, how does it feel to be sitting in the position that you're sitting right now?
Как ты чувствуешь свою позицию? Ну, в течение 2 лет это много что произошло, ты выиграл чемпионский титул, и что ты сидишь за столом с элитными боксерами, и как для тебя, как чувствуешь, как для тебя это важно?
Yes, it's it's a result of my work, hard work. You know, like I dreamed about this level of boxing as an HBO level, as a professional boxing here in America, because it's the mecca of boxing. You know, America is the most boxing country, and when I was a child, I watched only on TV these fights of this level, and right now I'm here. It's dreams comes to you, comes true in America, you know, like, and I'm very happy, and I follow to my dreams, to my motivations. I have big motivations to get more titles November 8th, and after this not will be finished my career. It's just the next step of my career and the next test for me.
Question that I have for you, we talk about steps. Again, this step is a very big step up. It's a leap. Some say that Bernard Hopkins is one of the greatest fighters that ever lived. There's people that say that. You're looking at an individual, regardless of age, who's a different level of competition. Do you look at him differently at all than any other opponent that you've looked at in the past?
И как бы сейчас, на этот момент, как бы ты на него смотришь как по-другому, как на остальных тех оппонентов, которые до этого.
For me, any opponent important, and respect for any opponent, you know, like, because any opponent can to bring something dangerous to the ring and can beat you, you know, like, and I'm very careful how with everybody of my opponents, and just no, he's like same. He's just older than different opponents, and no more, and more the most experienced, and 2 titles,
The biggest stalker.
And the biggest stalker, yeah.
Let's talk about the fight a little bit. He's crafty. He knows a lot. Ring generalship. He has it all around the ring. What do you do differently in this fight? If he shows you tricks that you've never seen before, how do you prepare for somebody like this?
Да, он говорит, что ты будешь делать, если тебе будет показывать, что ты еще не видел, что у тебя что-то не получается, как ты...
I will be get experience. First part of our fight. Second part I will be to use this same that he will show me, new.
He's known to get into other fighters' heads. Is he getting into your head at all? Or do you think he will throughout the course of this fight or the build-up to the fight? No?
No. I have hit girl. Invisible hit girl.
Okay. Well, again, we wish you a lot of luck. It's been a pleasure following you up to this point, and we wish you a lot of luck in November.
He deserved to be on any, not on that. I deserve to be in somewhere that you have to create.